I don't think we're going to see too much rain or anything while we're here, so.
And
But-
this couple that Dad knew very well in Delson, they said, you know what, they said, we're not going to buy you a present, but we're going to give you a wedding party. So
Oh,
they
nice.
prepared a beautiful meal, and their kids, you know,
Yeah.
were the same age as Gus and me. And
Uh-huh.
so we were all invited out there, my uncles and aunts, and
Nice.
yeah, so, and my cousin, the one that's still in Ilbizar, he was best man.
So the day you got married, you just kind of got married, but you didn't have like
was a
party?
big church wedding.
Yeah. And did you have like a dance and all that?
No, we went to this friend's house in the afternoon, and then we had a big meal.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And
Sat around and talked.
sat around and talked. Was in the country. It was very nice. And it was nice to have all family
Yeah.
together. It was nice.
Did you get lots of pictures and stuff?
Yeah, so I have a whole album.
Yeah.
A whole album of pictures.
I even have some of the negatives.
Yeah, you do?
Yeah.
Right from my cousin's wife took a picture when I was looking in the mirror to, you know, when I was all dressed.
Yeah.
You know, and then in church, and then, yeah, going to church and back, and then at the dinner, and all, yeah, we have all these pictures.
Nice.
Wow, imagine 52 years since then.
Yeah.
You know, where did it go? Yeah. Gus often said, he said, I can't believe it's 50 years, you know. It
Life
didn't seem
happens.
that long. It didn't
No.
seem that long. Yeah.
That's my whole lifetime.
See?
Yeah.
I was 20 when we came to Canada, and now I'm 73 and a widow. And when I was 20, I came here, I didn't know Gus.
Yeah.
Well, you met through family. Dad worked with Joe or something, and Joe was your cousin, or?
He didn't work with Joe that time. He worked, when I met him, he was a tool and die maker. And then he went to work where Joe worked, in the office, you know, because he took courses. When he was a tool and die maker, he took courses for 2 years. He knew drawing and stuff like that, but not
Drafting.
the drafting,
Right,
the Canadian
right,
way.
right.
Then he was a draftsman.
Yeah. Lots of different things then.
And he saw that when he was a tool and die maker, when the contract ran out, he was out of a job, you see. So he said it's better to be in the drafting department because they always have work, you know.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
why he changed.
Smart thinking.
Yeah.
And now there's no drafting department anymore because it's all done by computer.
Wow. No, but then he changed into customer service, when he went with Gould Pumps. Gould Pumps, and then he went on paper machines in Point Claire. When the Gould Pumps were sold.
Man of many talents, it sounds like.
Yeah.
It's débrouillard, which means you do what you can with what you got, and you make your way.
Yeah.
He always worked, and that's why I have a pension from Deloitte, you know, from the company. Like they put the money in a fund or something, and now I get a pension after him every month.
He was a good provider.
Yes, yes. He made sure the family, you know, was taken care of.
No, we never went hungry, and
No, no.
we always had a roof over our head.
Yes, yes.
And you know, as kids, you don't know. You don't know. My mom would say, don't you remember when your dad was out of work and we could barely afford food? We ate macaroni day after day. I go, Mom, we were kids. We loved macaroni. It was wonderful.
But for them it was a worry.
It was, but we didn't know. We didn't know we didn't have money. You know? I mean, you got that, oh, I need, can I get a pair of those runners? No, we can't afford it. But that doesn't tell you anything, you know?
Well, we lived in an apartment in NDG for 2 years, and then we moved to Park Extension. And we saved some money for a down payment on a house. And then we were supposed to get a loan to a company, and then my uncle said, why don't I lend you the money? You know, because he had money invested, and something just came due. So he lent us, I think, $11,000 or something like this. So we made a down payment on a duplex in NDG. And then Gus got a transfer out to Tracy. So we sold the duplex, and then we lived for one winter in a rented house.
Yeah.
And then we bought a new house, completely new, just built on Dumarquis, remember?
On Dumarquis.
Dumarquis.
125 Dumarquis.
Dumarquis. And I used to go with Andy for a walk.